It's Wednesday morning. It is 7:34. I'm wearing a salmon pink t-shirt, which I forgot that I owned. We're 2 days into the routine because I wasn't working on Monday, and we're back on the treadmill. Do you know what I mean? Just doing the same thing every day, religiously. We're from work to training to making videos to sleeping, all that kind of stuff. So got a chest session tonight. Don't worry, this is not going to become a gym focused channel, because as I was talking to Andrea about, niching down just kind of eliminates the not so much like, oh, I'm not going to get people watching, but it's more like I end up backing myself into a corner, and I don't want to do that. I want to be able to just, it's a diary, it's freestyling, isn't it? I just want to talk about whatever I want to talk about. Goodness me, have I put my toast in? Oh, I've dropped a bag on the floor. What's going on? So, yeah, I trained my back last night though. Can you tell? Does my back look massive? Does it look really good? I don't know, because I can't see it. You might argue, what's the point of training something you can't see? Well, it's really important. It's important for your core stability. Anyway, let's shut up about gym. Let's talk about anything else. Been listening to a podcast this morning about aging. There's this mad scientist guy on there saying that he's worked out how to reverse aging, talking about DNA and genomes and blah blah blah. He says that his lab is 8 years ahead of where they say they are, because he doesn't publish everything, and the reasons behind what age is and what sort of DNA damage is, and just crazy stats. And I just remember thinking, like, what if you get to a point where you can just take a pill? Because that's what he's got to. He's got to like the oral stage, and they've replaced eyesight in mice and animals, and they've done human trials now. And they started with eyes because eyes are the safest thing to work on. I don't really know why. I didn't really get that part. But imagine just being an old person and then just being like, right, let's take this tablet, and then you're a young person. And that sounds crazy, doesn't it? But I guess we're that advanced and clever at working things out now that we can, we, not mean me, the royal we, can work things out. I'm going to spin this up. You ready? So satisfying. I believe RDS, you are getting one of these today or this week. Ninja, what is it? Ninja Blast. Absolutely incredible piece of kit. Do talk about it a lot. But yeah, it just got me thinking about, the fact that my dad's 80 next year, my mum is 76, she's born in 1950. And they're doing really well. They are strong. I say my dad can do 30 press-ups, which I know people younger than me can't do 30 press-ups. So that's always a good benchmark for me. But I just think he gets out, he does a lot of walking. Just think genetically he's pretty blessed, and I like to think that I've inherited something like that, because I imagine someone that's 80. In fact, when I was a kid, when I was, I don't know, a young teenager, somebody that was in their 50s, which is what I am, was ancient, was like, they had a very specific, I don't know, is it just the clothes? But I, wear hats and shorts, and I don't dress like a typical 50-year-old, I suppose. But it's not just the clothes, it was what they did. They just sit in a working man's club drinking beer, massive beer belly, very thick glasses, very specific type of hairstyles. This is what I saw, and I was like, wow, that man is ancient. He's practically 100 years old. But 50-year-olds now, and 60, I was a guy at the gym, Norman, 63 now, 64, he looks incredible. he doesn't look like the Hulk or anything, he just looks young, he just looks good. So, if the option to live, they started to talk about, living forever, because they talk about resetting genes, and there's something in your genes that's linked to, stem cells, that when you're an embryo, that you have this programming that can kick them. You can reset things, basically. You can reset yourselves. You have the ability to do it, but it's just turned off, and as you age, it's just forgotten about. He used the analogy of a CD, which I thought was good. saying that like your CD's got the songs on it, and then there's like this bit of code or that sort of tells the CD what to play. That bit of code gets corrupted over time, but the stuff's still on there. He explained it a lot better than that. He used really complicated words for what each part of the CD was, which was really, really important to that story, which I forgot. As I started telling it, I thought, I'm not going to get this explained very well. But got me thinking, like, if you could take a pill that would make you live forever, would you do it? And I think the immediate answer is yes. But then the more you think about it, if you're the only one doing it and everyone else dies around you, or living forever, it just feels like a bit of a curse, doesn't it? In theory, is it possible? Could you keep resetting stuff forever? I don't know. You couldn't do that with a CD. I don't know. It just got me thinking about life and age and the people getting older around me and loss, all that kind of stuff. And it just, serious subject that just kind of, that affects everybody. You know, you can't choose to not be an old person, right? Even now, like, I fall in the nickname of Unk, which just means uncle, which is old person. You know, people call you Unk when they're in the gym because it's like, because you're old. And it's just like, but in my head I'm not. I still feel 18 in my head. But you forget. But yeah, don't know where I'm going with this other than, again, I guess I'm just going to talk about time and just, you're not around forever, and if there's something you need to do, just get it done, because, you know, you are literally at the youngest you'll ever be right now. Not that you ever have been, that's different, but what you know, you're only getting older. Right, this time tomorrow you'll be a day older. That's that kind of thing. So yeah, just do the thing, you know, crack on. Anyway, yeah, that's all I've got to talk about today. I will see you, with a bit of luck, as Luke would say, later on. Bye.